Hello, it's Concord Wind. Saw this passage of God's words on TikTok, and I wanted to read them because I think they're very special and very important. In his heart, the mankind which he wants to manage and save is foremost, and he values this mankind above all else. Even though he has paid a great price for them, and even though he is continually hurt and rebelled against by them, he has no complaints or regrets. He still doesn't leave them or abandon them, and he keeps performing his work without cease. This is because he knows that sooner or later the day will come when people awaken to the call of his words, are moved by his words, recognize that he is the creator, and then return to his side. Amen. So, the number one priority to God's number one priority, is the salvation of mankind. He does everything in his power, everything that he can possibly do to save mankind. But see, mankind has to be willing to cooperate with God. Mankind has to be willing to accept his salvation. Otherwise, God's efforts and mankind will be in vain, which is tragic, but God still does not regret, even if his efforts were to be in vain, he would not regret all the work that he's put into mankind in order to save mankind, which is very tragic, but very sweet and precious, and he is so precious, and I love him so much, and he never regrets the work that he does on man. He never regrets. The only time God has ever regretted that I know of, the only regret that God has ever had was when he destroyed the earth with the flood in Genesis in the days of Noah. And destroying the earth with the flood, that was the only time God had regrets. But as far as the work that he's done on mankind, he has no regrets about the work that he's done on mankind. No regrets at all. Even if someone cannot be saved, like if in the end they are not saved, God does not regret the work that he did on that person, because if God sees even the possibility that someone can be saved, he'll put 100% of his effort into that person. He absolutely will. So I just wanted to share that. God has the best intentions. Amen. All right. Thank you so much for watching. God bless and goodbye.